Mr. President. Do you personally approve of the deal that's happening right now on Capitol Hill to end the government
Well, it
shutdown?
depends what deal we're talking about, but if it's a deal I heard about, that's certainly, they want to change the deal a little bit, but I would say so. I think based on everything I'm hearing, they haven't changed anything, and we have support from enough Democrats.
What are the consequences that occur when the United States of America is on the verge of another presidency under Donald Trump? When the political pendulum swings in the opposite direction, what kind of reaction does Hollywood, which is frequently characterized by its liberal principles, have? In addition, what does this imply about a nation that continues to be so dramatically divided? The results continued to come in on November 5th and into the early hours of November 6th. And as the clock ticked past midnight, the unthinkable for some people and the long hoped for by others appeared to be happening. Donald Trump appeared to be on the verge of reclaiming the presidency. Within the entertainment industry, the reactions were instantaneous, intense, and on opposite sides of the spectrum. In the timelines of social media platforms, there were instances of celebration, wrath, bewilderment, and despair. A number of famous people experienced a severe sense of déjà vu during the night, which served as a sad reminder of the year 2016, when Donald Trump startled the world by defeating Hillary Clinton. The emotions, on the other hand, appeared to be even more raw this time. The stakes were bigger, and the division was even deeper. Lily Reinhart, an actress from Riverdale who is known for her activism and candor about social concerns, was one of the first people to speak out. She posted a highly emotional letter on X, which was once known as Twitter, in which she expressed her sadness for the women who had accused Trump of sexual assault, which occurred many years ago. "I cannot fathom the feeling of the women who came forward about their sexual assault at the hands of Trump, seeing millions of people vote for their abuser," she wrote. "It is impossible for me to comprehend why they would feel this way. My heart does not even come close to breaking for these women. You have my full faith, and I am truly sorry." Her message spread like wildfire, touching the hearts of millions of people who had experienced similar feelings of dread and disillusionment. Her grief was also voiced by Christina Applegate, who is a well-known star from the show Dead to Me. In a string of heartfelt messages, she posed the question of how the United States of America could once again give its vote to a guy who has been accused of so many scandals. "Why?" she penned in her letter. "Please explain your reasoning to me. As a result of the possibility that her rights as a woman will be taken away, my child is crying." Why? As it became increasingly clear that Trump would emerge victorious, Applegate's tone got even more adamant. "Please unfollow me if you voted against female rights, against disability rights," she said, urging her followers who supported Trump to stop following her. "I am appealing to you to stop following me. I cannot believe what you have done. This is not the kind of following you want. It's over with me." Thereafter, she disclosed that she would be closing a fan account that had been active for a considerable amount of time, claiming that she could no longer separate her platform from her ideals. Cardi B, who had just recently made an appearance at a rally in support of Vice President Kamala Harris, responded in her own honest manner. Immediately after the results were released, she went live on Instagram, displaying obvious signs of emotion and murmuring under her breath her dissatisfaction while she watched the news. When she shared a brief video on her Instagram story with the message, "I hate y'all bad," she was expressing the frustration and despair that many of her followers were experiencing. She had tweeted earlier that evening, "We need a Hail Mary," expressing her fervent optimism that the tide will somehow flip in her favor. Other people, such as Jamie Lee Curtis, used the evening of the election as a moment for introspection and for mobilizing support. On his Instagram account, Curtis posted a lengthy and sincere statement in which he acknowledged the anxiety that is flowing through the nation. She probed her followers with the question, "So, what does it mean?" This indicates that we will undoubtedly revert to a more restrictive and, for some, draconian era. The concern that their rights would be denied and restricted is widespread. There will be a great deal of fear among young people and members of minority groups. The fear level of gay and transgender persons will increase. We are aware that a great number of women will now have a more difficult time obtaining the reproductive health care that they require and that they are entitled to. On the other hand, in spite of the hopelessness, her message shifted toward resiliency. We wake up and fight. Be a fighter for women, our children, and the futures of our children. One day at a time, one demonstration at a time, fighting against oppression is the path to freedom. That is the essence of what it means to be an American. While this was going on, Amber Rose, who had previously stunned her admirers by speaking at the Republican National Convention earlier this year, posted a video on Instagram showing her cheering supporters at a Trump watch party with her followers. In order to capture the exhilaration of the moment, she panted across the room while music was playing in the background. All that was said in her caption was, "We did it." The emotional rift that existed in Hollywood was a reflection of the nation as a whole. It was a collision of values, anxieties, and hopes that has only grown more intense in subsequent years. For some people, the victory of Donald Trump is a sign that progress is being eroded. But for others, it is a reinstatement of strength and the identity of the United States. The responses highlighted how intensely personal politics have become, even for individuals who are accustomed to being in the spotlight with their experiences. Moreover, as the United States of America gets ready to enter yet another government led by Trump, the most important question that remains is, what comes next? Will Hollywood increase its amount of activism, thereby transforming dread into a source of fuel for resistance? Will the emboldened celebrity backers of Donald Trump become more vocal as a result of his victory? And is it even possible for a nation that is so deeply split to ever reach a point of agreement again? Or will this election be the beginning of an even more significant cultural and political conflict? One thing cannot be denied. The responses of November 2025 demonstrate that the fight for the soul of the United States of America is not restricted to the capital city of Washington. This phenomenon is raging in every nook and cranny of social media, on red carpets, in recording studios, and in the hearts of millions of people who are witnessing history being repeated. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.